What's up, everybody? So, this video, I've been kind of thinking about this for a while, and I wasn't really sure how to explain what I'm about to talk about. So, bear with me if I ramble a little bit. I used to do a series, it was really short, on this channel called Witches Brew. And the thing is, I would spill the tea about certain topics, or I would be honest about things, or what have you. It's one of the several things I no longer do on this channel. I tried doing, like, urban legends and stuff, and it didn't really do that well. Maybe that's something that can come back later. I don't know. But anyway, let's talk about Witches Brew for a second. The reason I started doing that is because I wanted to do something different. And I kept seeing all these channels that were just being honest about certain topics and how people felt and so on and so forth. The issue I found is a lot of times with those channels, they would be very negative. They would be very, like it'd be very much about spreading hatred or spreading negativity. You know, and there are a few that I still do watch that are just there to share information about what's going on. But there were a lot of people who just did it because it was attention. It was things that were getting people mad, and they wanted to get a part of that. And it was after the fact that I started thinking, like, is this really what I want my channel to be? You know, and I kind of tried to change it a little bit, but it came to a point when I started doing more DID-related content that I kind of realized that I wasn't really comfortable with doing that anymore. You know, and I still like the Witches Brew idea. I still kind of want to do something like that sometime down the road. Maybe, I don't know. I'm really conflicted on it, but as of right now, I don't really want to do that anymore. My mind changes a lot about things I do on this channel. You may notice I also haven't done gaming in a while. I just haven't really felt up to doing it, because I have to set my camera up a certain way, and it's a pain because I don't have a capture card, so. But honestly, Witches Brew, it kind of weighed heavy on my mind for a while, because finding topics to talk about for that series in particular, was hard. Because I never want to bring negativity to a video, to this channel. You know, I don't want to spread negativity because it's awful. We have enough outside of what I do, you know, all over YouTube, honestly. Like, you could click any video and it's probably talking negatively about something. And I've come to a point with this channel where I don't want to do that anymore. So, long story short, where's Witches Brew? I don't know. If I can figure out a different way to do it, that's more about, like, positivity or something like that, like loving yourself or something, maybe I'll bring it back. But as of right now, I'm not gonna do it anymore. I'm just not comfortable with how it might be perceived, like the things I might wind up saying, because some of my opinions are not good on certain things to some people. Like, a lot of people would disagree with things that I think. And it's nothing racial or anything. I don't really mind people's color. You know, it's none of my... Like, it's not something you can change. I have a lot of friends of pretty much any color you could think of, and I don't judge, so it's... You know, it's not like that. It's more like, what if I accidentally say something that offends somebody? You know, like, without me realizing it. Because that can happen. You know, you might accidentally say the wrong thing by voicing your opinion. And, you know, my opinions are very strange. Like, I'm not saying that they're so out there that nobody else believes it, like, because that's impossible. There's always someone else there who believes you. But, you know, I don't want to bring somebody who disagrees with me and tries to pick a fight to the comments. You know what I mean? Because one thing I pride myself on this channel is trying to keep it as positive as possible. And that's not always a thing. Like, it's not always gonna be that way. Like, there will be times where I'll have to talk about something a little more heavy, like with the Military Others video. It took a turn to heavy territory. Like, and, you know, no one's positive all the time, I'll admit that, but I try to keep this as a place for everybody. Anybody and everybody who needs to hear it, who needs to get information, who wants to just watch DID videos and understand a little bit better. This is pretty much an open platform, you know, for me. Like, I don't judge people on circumstance, I don't judge people on their color, where they're from, what language they speak. You know, I judge based on character. If you are a terrible person, I'm going to perceive you as a terrible person. Like, you could be white like me, and be a terrible person. I would still not like you. You know, it's like that. You know, judge me not by the color of my skin, but judge me by my character. Like, that is something that I live by. And, you know, it's kind of what I see for everybody. Because I've met some terrible people of every race, but I've also met a lot of good ones. So, anyway, that's pretty much what Witches Brew is. It's a complicated issue, and I hope I described it as good as I can, I guess. This is not an easy thing to talk about. I did like that series, I found it very fun, but, you know, it got to a point where I'm just like, I don't really want to do this. I don't want to take the time to dress up, and, you know, when I have other videos to do and all this other stuff, you know, it's a lot of things, but the main issue was I just wasn't satisfied with what I was doing with it. Anyway, sorry for my rambling. I get that way sometimes, as you guys probably know, and if you're new here, welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by and subscribing and liking and all that good stuff. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you stopping by. I always do. If you like what we do here, like, comment, subscribe, all that good kind of stuff helps out a lot, especially with this algorithm. It is a mess. And as always, you are beautiful, you're valid, you're important. That is very, very, very important to me and everyone up here. And I will see you in the next video that I make. So until then, goodbye.